Giddens up the middle and continuing to churn his way up to the 26-yard line. Leonard on second down will throw. And slings right, complete across the 30 up to the 36-yard line. The first couple weeks of the year. But they want to see fewer explosives and ultimately see the team ready for the big moment as Leonard rolls, throws, and completes.
You want to progress as a football player and as a defense and offense.
That's a 22-yard pickup. Leonard hands off. And coming up from safety, P.J. Jules after Raymond Johnson anchored him to the ground. Treadwell motions in. There's the handoff. Jump cut through the hole. That's a first down. And down to the 26-yard line. Eric Gregory, 8th play of the drive. It started on the opposite 22-yard line. Leonard, handoff. Giddens, who was primarily a backup as a freshman and then a co-starter the 2 years that followed at Kansas State. The next 16 are all eligible to jump into the active roster 3 times and, of course, get signed anytime. Throw here from Leonard, really tight coverage, got batted away. Marco Wilson. So Spencer Schrader is on for the field goal try. From 40. That is knuckling inside the post. It's good. Whatever Lou Anarumo is setting up for the Colts, Desmond Ridder and the Bengals are having to make changes on the fly. This is first down yardage.
Was with Indy the last 2 seasons, and then there's a handful of former college teammates on opposing sides. Of course, Desmond Ridder used to toss touchdowns to Colts receiver Alec Pierce for 4 years up the road up at University of Cincinnati, and then you have Jordan Moore and Shaka Hayward.
It's a shame that the 1 year is really what really was the downfall.
Ridder throwing over the middle. Isaiah Williams able to shimmy out. He is an iconic voice here and a good friend to everybody in the organization and out for that matter. Leonard on first down, throwing to the perimeter. And there's not a lot to be had here. That is 4 Bengals all coming together.
When you make a great play like that, you got to be able to exhibit a little bit of that.
4 penalties, 35 yards for Cincinnati in this game. Leonard slings over the middle with a fresh set of downs. They again all fly to the football. John Meta. Leonard played at Duke, resurrected that program, then took Notre Dame all the way to the national championship game. There's pressure, down he goes. There's a flag as well. Isaiah Thomas got to Leonard. Leonard, 3rd down and 13. On the rollout, throws, caught at the 40. It's going to be short of the line to gain. It's Ridder under center. Making a man miss in the hole. That's good stuff from Milton. 2nd down and 5. Ridder lost his footing, but able to regain. Throws an interception. Carried back by Daniel Scott. Inside the 10. Scott will scoot into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. Back in 2023. Didn't feature. Racing toward midfield. That is a first down carry. Kendall Milton, physical, downhill. That is great patience to eventually slalom out wide. It is Milton again. And a forward lean all the way down to the 46-yard line. It's McGrone who stood him up. You are the star, in essence, of this show to an extent that week 3, these are the guys that you probably wanted to get eyes on in a moment like this. Yeah. Guys like Kendall Milton. Milton at the 10, continuing inside the 5. Kendall Milton putting on a show. Cincinnati trying to punch this in. Milton's been the star of the drive. Ridder will carry it in for a Bengals touchdown. Sometimes you just got to push it in. Until Tuesday what that's going to look like. Ridder a deep drop and now escapes. He's going to use his legs out across the 25-yard line and scampers out at the 30. Got flushed by Land, who's been everywhere so far. Have that special game like we saw from Mitch Tinsley in Washington on Monday night. Ridder from under center. The give. It's Brightwell. That's a first down. And it is 5 Colts all together to bring him back.
Now there's a handful of younger guys in this defensive line group. What have you seen out of some of them through camp so far?
young, smart, athletic guys that loves playing football.
It was a holding penalty that inches Cincinnati back into 2nd and 16. Approaching midway point of the second quarter, Ridder escapes, still has his eyes downfield. He'll toss it toward the far sideline.
Until it's definite, it's over with. You're always looking because someone slips through and they, gets released, or this happens and you pick them up and they become a difference maker. So that's why Duke and his staff are constantly looking at individuals. And I mentioned earlier, it's so exciting to see the Bearcats doing so well. I mean, we had the Bengals doing well, but when you have the college team in your city doing well, that you got a double whammy there, and that was pretty cool.
Desmond Ridder era in which they went to the college football playoff. The city's better when the teams are good, and right now it looks like that's the case across the board. This out to the 48-yard line.
I don't do too much dancing, but when I do, I rank myself top three for sure.
All right, so who are the other two then in the top 3 with you?
I have to go.
Leonard in the gun. Will hand off. That's Bentley, who got stood up inside the 5. And he looks like Joe Cool on the bench here today. Leonard, handoff, plunging. It is a touchdown for Bentley. And Indianapolis stretches the lead back out with less than 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ridder 5 of 11, 47 yards. He threw the pick 6. He also ran for a score with a quarterback sneak. This is Ridder running again. And will scamper away from Desmond Little. And with 2 rookie linebackers taken early in the draft, fighting for his spot. Leonard launching. Treadwell's got it. And Treadwell will walk into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. A 59-yard bomb to Laquan Treadwell. Bengals are 0 for 5 on 3rd down today. Ridder with a free rusher, and he got dropped. Isaiah Land is having a day to remember for the Colts. Wide receiver out of Ohio. Bobcat has got a real chance to be a part of the roster here in Cincinnati. Launches this down to about the 20 through Rico. And here comes the Bobcat out toward midfield. And did he step out of bounds? He did at the 42-yard line.
Here for just about 24 years, he's co-emceed my foundation dinner. Whenever we call him, he's in, willing to help out any way he can. So not only on the field did he do a tremendous job here for the Bengals. I mean, you talk about a guy that you would have thought he played with all 50. That's what a great job he did making those videos for the 50th anniversary.
Jelani Woods gets down to about the 30-yard line.
I wouldn't mind you can pass the ball because you got Boomer and Kenny Anderson, but you got Isaac Curtis, but we can run the ball.
Yeah.
We'll run the ball. Corey Dillon. Isaac Curtis and Chad Johnson won't be too excited about me saying, let's run the ball, let's run the ball.
Especially guys that are going to hit.
Yes.
Linebackers, linemen.
Well taught, physical. Oh, no.
And there goes Bentley weaving his way in, and the Colts expand their lead early in the 3rd quarter. 2nd touchdown for Bentley. The first from 2, this from 12. Well, Ridder will try and make up for it here. He's going to make up for a lot more than that. Owen!
Yes,
Ball flipped out of his hands as he hits the ground, and the sideline official waving incomplete.
I was at a live auction once, and the bid was $300, so I put the 3 fingers up, and the guy said $300, not $250.
Wow, what a grab. That is Bean taking a heck of a hit. He's listed as a quarterback wide receiver on the roster when he initially arrived. He, like Michael Jordan would say, took that personally. This is a good run and a heck of a finish by Naquan Wright. This is 3rd down and goal from the 7 for Jason Bean and the Colts. Bean looking left, throws over the middle, that is caught. It's a touchdown for Coleman Owen. And the Ohio Bobcat has found pay dirt at Paycor.
Interception for a touchdown out in San Diego against Dan Fouts. But, yeah, I got a chance to play with some pretty good cornerbacks, and we're watching a pretty good linebacker. And oh, my goodness.
And, you know, I never felt smaller than when I'm standing next to either Orlando or Marius. Marius, when you look at last season, you know, you were thrust into that starting lineup there week 3, but once you were in there, you never looked back. When you look back on that now, almost a year later, just...
And, you know, and then, like, you know, a lot of football advice, too, so I'm just very thankful for him. Ever since April when I came in and got drafted, you know, so he's been a big part of my career. I feel like, you know, as long as we're together, you know, I'm going to continue to grow.
They go back into practice, and Dan Horde walks over. And I said, Dan, when I grow up, I want to be just like those
Bean launching.
Got it.
And it is incomplete. The best takeaway defense in college football last year.
Well, when you have athletes, now have more athletes on the defense.
Batted into the
interception. I'm sorry, I stuck because I saw the ball tip. Howard Cross, I think, came down with it.
You had to do much running after you did so.
You still got to secure it, man. Come on, give me some credit. I had a 1.1 average on my...
This is a huge run for Indianapolis across midfield. And staggering into the sideline, that is Nate Noel.
Job, like I said, and stay detailed. We have the playmakers to make the plays. Joe's going to throw the ball in the right spots. And so, you know, guys just need to do their job, and we should be really good.
Bean.
Wow.
Sacked.
Wow. How about a burst there?
Isaiah Thomas. And there's 2 kickers on the roster. These do carry a little more weight. That's the ticket. Those defensive guys got their conditioning in, that's for sure.
Yep, they sure did.
Here's Thorne from under center, and he gives left, and that is Quali Conley running for Cincinnati.
Wow. There he goes. Get the corner.
Conley got the sideline. And out of bounds inside the 20.
Milton. Now Conley.
They've brought it.
Yep.
Thorne to throw. Thorne flushed.
Go.
Stayed alive. Spins once more. Finally he's finished back at the 29. Tim Smith finally got him down.